In the shadow of an oak, where the soft winds dare to speak, lies a scar she left behind, now part of the creek. Faded red like desert clay, under sky so vast and gray. Whispers of her laughter drift in the place she used to play. But her goodbye forgot to take the heart she promised not to break. Now every sunset's just a flame, burning old photos in its frame, underneath the starlit cloud. Her goodbye forgot. Wildflowers by the road, where we used to walk and dream, now they bow their lonely heads to the silent stream. That old porch still holds my boots, dusty from our traveled routes. Each creek a story of the days love was free from many doubts. Her goodbye forgot to take the heart she promised not to break. Now every sunset's just a flame, burning old photos in its frame, underneath the starlit cloud. Her goodbye forgot. The saddle's worn, the trails have faded, just like the smile that once paraded. And as the cabin door still creaks, I hear her voice in every creek. Yes, her goodbye forgot to take memories etched in every wake. Each sunset still a silent scream, echoes of a faded dream, in the whisper of the wind's try. Her goodbye, it just forgot. Her goodbye just forgot. In the shadow of an old oak tree, where the wind whispers through the rye, we carved our names for eternity, underneath that endless July sky. The dusty path to your sweet door, now overgrown, leads no more, just like the love we swore to hold in the fields where the rye turned cold. Oh, the wind sang low on those lonesome plains, where my heart lies buried with your remains. Every sunset bleeds into my soul, in the lands where the rye turned cold. That porch where we dance now creaks alone, echoing steps of a ghostly parade. Your scarf still hangs, but the color's flown, faded as the promises we made. The cabin holds your laughter still, a haunting song over the hill, silent tales that were never told, echo through the rye turn cold. Oh, the wind sang low on those lonesome plains, where my heart lies buried with your remains. Every sunset bleeds into my soul, in the lands where the rye turn cold. with the dust of dreams I cannot reclaim. Each trail fades neath the weight I load, carrying the echoes of your name. And in my hand, an empty saddle you rode away. I lost the battle to the empty sky. My pleas are rolled across the fields where the rye turned cold. Oh, the wind sing low on those lonesome plains where my love's a whisper among the remains. Every sunset a story retold of a heart left in the rye turned cold. Yes, every sunset bleeds into my soul in the lands where the rye turned cold. Out there where the oak tree shadows lie, underneath that vast, unending sky, we carved our names, young and free, on the bark, near the creek where fireflies dance past dark. Her laugh was a melody, soft and sweet, over gravel roads under our feet. Her laugh fades into the whispering wind, echoing through the canyon where we've sinned. Each sunset burns just like the tears I've cried on this lonesome ride where her memories reside. Seasons turn, the old porch swing now sways alone, her scarf caught in the wind, now she's gone. Wildflowers bloom, now dust settles slow, the empty cabin echoes of the love we used to know. The saddle sits idle, the trail's overgrown, in the silence my heart's turned to stone. Her laugh fades into the whispering wind, echoing through the canyons where we've sinned. Each sunset burns just like the tears I've cried on this lonesome ride where her memories reside. Underneath the endless prairie sky, I find no solace in the sunrise. Here in the quiet of the fading light, I reckon with my ghost tonight. Her laugh fades, a distant serenade along the paths and promises we made. The twilight stars, my shroud, my guide in the cold vast night. Her laugh fades, but in my dreams forever she stays. Out where the oak trees shadow the old gravel road, I found a scarf you left, a faded but bold, beneath the stars where our whispers once danced. An empty cabin recalls how we chanced. A sunset bleeds red, just like my old heart. In those quiet towns we're miles apart. The campfire forgot how to spark your flame, but these winds, they still howl your name. Lost in the echoes of soft, dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome with brittle old sails. That porch we once dreamed on, now silent and warm. The laughter's faded, the wood planks forlorn. Where rivers once sang through the cool evening air, now just the ghost of your scent lingers there. The path we walked, overgrown, lost to time, and I wander these ways with a heart heavy like crime. The campfire forgot how to spark your flame, but these winds, they still howl your name. Lost in the echoes of soft, dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome with brittle old sails. Under the vast unyielding sky, I've learned that even the strongest cry, in the echo of each hoofbeat's fall, I find the loneliest truth of all. The campfire forgot, but I'll never erase the love, the pain, the beauty, your face. Lost in the echoes of soft, dusty trails, my soul rides lonesome where memory prevails. The night grows cold as old songs fade, but your shadow in the moonlight forever stays. Underneath the shadow of an old oak tree, on a hill where the winds whisper tales so free, I carved our names inside a heart so deep, where the soil held promises we couldn't keep. Oh, lonely hill forgot the lover's vow, only echoes of our whispers now. The sunset bleeds like the tears we wept in the heart of the land where our dreams slept. Years slip by like the rivers flow, old porches creak and the evenings glow. Your scarf still hangs on the rusty hook, the chapter ends without a second look. The cabin's empty, the fire's cold, gravel roads and the stories they told.
lost in dust and the rain's soft plea, a wandering soul forever to be. Lonely hill forgets, but I recall each whispered love, the rise and fall. The sunset now a fading light on trails that vanish into the night. In the silence of this wild, wide space, I find the ghost of your tender grace. Though time may heal the marks we made, some shadows linger and never fade. So here's to Lonely Hill under starlit skies, to the love we lost where the old oak lies. I'll ride these lands alone, and yet in the heart of the hill I'll never forget. There's a cabin on the ridge where the cottonwoods sigh, where we carved our names under that wide frontier sky. The scarf she left behind on the hook by the door still dances with the wind on that old wooden floor. Each creak sounds like the steps of her boots coming around, but it's just echoes of silence. In the shadows I'm bound. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. The seasons turn their pages, the rains washed away the paths to our dreams where old promises lay. From the porch I watch stars flare where eyes used to shine. There's just the cold whisper of the pines. A lone saddle sits idle where once we'd ride side by side. Now I roam these empty rooms where our love used to reside. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. In the stillness of the night I feel her close yet so far, a silhouette against the moon, a whispered sigh from a star. If this land could speak, it'd tell me to find where I belong, but every trail without her feels uncertain and wrong. And her goodbye tied down under skies vast and profound, I wander these lands where our love once was crowned. And as the horizon swallows the sun with a frown, in the heart of this cowboy, her goodbye's tied down. Her goodbye forever tied down.
under the shadow of an aging oak, where wildflowers dare to grow. I first saw her laughing in the sun's low golden glow. We carved our names within that bark, a fortress strong and true, in that quiet, dusty town under skies so endless blue. Oh, the oak tree called my name, winds whisper secrets old and new. The echoes of her voice in the leaves sing of the love I once knew. Every creaking branch a tale of dreams we claim, under that old oak tree where nothing stayed the same. Years drifted like the river bends, smooth stones worn by time. That old porch saw seasons turn, but she's no longer mine. Scarves that danced upon the breeze, now lost like her soft smile, left my heart upon that path, walked alone for miles. Oh, the oak tree called my name, winds whisper secrets old and new. Echoes of her voice in the leaves sing of the love I once knew. Every creaking branch a tale of dreams we claim, under that old oak tree where nothing stayed the same. In the quiet I hear the rustling leaves speaking low and sweet, days when the sun spilled like honey, where the earth and the sky would meet. But the sunsets bleed crimson now over lands where loneliness reigns. Every twilight cries for her, and the night whispers my pain. Yes, the oak tree called my name under starlit sky so clear and deep, where memories lay in the dust, where the willows weep. Still every night by that gnarled old frame, where my tears fell like rain, under that old oak tree, whispering her name, whispering her name. Under the morning sky, my boots stirred the dust of old, where the oak tree shadows fell on and secrets softly told. I once carved hearts in that bark where the wild rivers bend, her laughter tangled in the breeze, a melody without end. Oh, the morning sky called my name, and whispers of the past wrapped in sorrow's frame. Every sunset bleeds like the scarf she'd wear, gone like smoke in the wild open air. The cabin's empty, swallowed by the creeping vines of time. Gravel roads lead to nowhere, to the echoes of the chime. That old porch still groans under the weight of ghostly feet, dancing shadows, faded trails, where our hearts would meet. Oh, the morning
scarf she'd wear, gone like smoke in the wild open air. By the riverside, the stones hold the warmth of sun's gone by. I touch the earth, feel her pulse beneath the expanse of sky. A part of me lies buried in lands where we once roamed, forever wandering the plains I called home. Oh, the morning sky calls again as I tread this lonesome game, each step away from yesteryears where she called my name in the quiet of the night, under stars cold and bare. Her memory rides beside me, a silent prayer.
In the hush of dawn's first blush, by the creek where willows weep, I found a scarf light and torn where our love swore to keep. Underneath that old oak tree, carved two names for all to see, now just ghosts in the breeze, whispering just to me. Boots rolled through, kicking dust, leaving just a trace. Silhouettes against the sunset, a haunted lover's grace. Every creaking floorboard on that porch echoes her sweet laugh. Boots rolled through, but her memory's a photograph that won't fade in half. Gravel roads where we once roamed, now paths I walk alone. The cabin's empty, the fire's cold, where warmth once brightly shone. Old saddle hanging untouched tells more than words could say. Since you took that midnight train and life turned shades of gray, boots rolled through, kicking dust, leaving just a trace. Silhouettes against the sunset, a haunted lover's grace. Every creaking floorboard on that porch echoes her sweet laugh. Boots rolled through, but her memory's a photograph that won't fade in half. Oh, the rains that came washed some pain, left puddles of the past. But deep in me, the river runs to seas that hold you fast. By the oak, the scarf still flies, a flag of what's no more. In the winds that cross the plains, I hear you close the door. Boots rolled through, kicking dust, leaving just a trace. Silhouettes against the sunset, a haunted lover's grace. Though I trek these hills and valleys through the whispers of your laugh, boots rode through, and I'm just shadows of the past, catching photographs. Yes, boots rode through, and my heart's a worn out map of your footpath. Out by the creek where the cottonwoods grow, we carved our names in the bark so low. The summer wind through the branches would sway those whispers of love now far away. And an old oak tree bears the scars we made. Under its shade our promises lay. Memory washed away like dust down a lonesome road. Each step I take farther from the love I've known. The sunset bleeds, colors all turn to gray. In the heart of a cowboy, where night meets the day. Memory washed away with the rain on the old porch swing. This wandering soul beneath the stars no longer sings. The cabin sits empty where laughter once filled the air. Now just echoes of your voice linger there. Your scarf on the hook still smells like spring rain. My heart holds the ache like the plains hold the plains down the gravel path where our dreams used to play. Only shadows remain as the light fades away. Memory washed away like dust down a lonesome road. Each step I take farther from the love I've known. The sunset bleeds, colors all turn to gray. In the heart of a cowboy, where night meets the day. Memory washed away with the rain on the old porch swing. This wandering soul beneath the stars no longer sings. And oh, how the rivers run to places new. What wouldn't I give for one more day with you? But time like the dust slips through these old hands, lost in the winds over these wild, wild lands. Memory washed away like tracks on the desert floor. Looking back, can't see them, not anymore. The sunset's fire, now just a cooling ash. Hold on to the heartache as long as it lasts. Memory washed away, but in my dreams you'll stay. Whispering love on that windswept forgotten day.
In the shadow of the whispering oak, where the sun paints gold on the old porch spoke, there's a swing that creaks where we used to sit, carving our names in the wood bit by bit. Rusted chains, but the memories glide smooth as the river's slow embracing tide. Oh, the swing echoes with the lonely song of laughter that's fled and days that are gone. Under the oak where the soft winds blow, my heart holds the warmth, but my arms feel the cold. Each creak a beat of the times we knew. The swing echoes, but not with you. Now the dust swirls on an empty track. Where we once walked, no sign of turning back. The cabin stands, but it's hollow inside. Echoes of footsteps where silence now resides. Your scarf still hangs by the door, so thin, faded like the jeans you danced in. Oh, the swing echoes with a lonely song of laughter that's fled and days that are gone. Under the oak where the soft winds blow, my heart holds the warmth, but my arms feel the cold. Each creak a beat of the times we knew. The swing echoes, but not with you. Sometimes the prairie calls under that vast sky, telling me to roam, yet asking me why. In the heart of the wind, your voice soft and low tells me part of me stayed in that sunset's glow. Yes, the swing echoes with the ghost of a song. Your laughter's a memory as I wander along. Under the oak where the old shadows play, I'll sit here until my last sunset fades away. And maybe these echoes will someday be through, but the swing will always only echo for you. This ballad, sung deep and slow, carries the emotional weight of long gone better days, and the acceptance of solitude wrapped in the haunting beauty of the western landscape. As the sun sets, the music fades like the light, leaving a poignant silence that speaks volumes. In the shadow of an old oak tree where our names were carved for eternity, the sunset bleeds through the leaves like fire. Memories whisper on the breeze a choir. Under that oak on that soft dirt floor, we swore our forever near the old porch door. The seasons turn as they always do, and under those branches only one shadow grew. Silence bleeds in this dusty heart. Winds carry voices while we're apart. The trails grow cold as the night draws in, lost in the echoes of what might have been. What might have been. Gravel roads where we once rode side by side, now just empty tracks where my sorrows hide. The cabin where laughter once filled the air stands hollow, the hearth cold and bare. Your scarf still hangs by the old wood chair, its colors faded like the love we shared. The rain taps soft on the window pane, rhythm to the tears of sorrow, the pain. Silence bleeds in this dusty heart. Winds carry voices while we're apart. The trails grow cold as the night draws in, lost in the echoes of what might have been. Oh, what might have been. Sometimes the quiet speaks louder than words, in the rustle of leaves and the flight of the birds. I wander these hills with my heart laid bare, searching for signs of a love that was there. Oh, silence bleeds we promised to keep. As I walk these roads under fading skies, I see your smile in the sunrise. Yet in this quiet where I roam and tread, I carry your love and the silence bleeds. Yes, the silence bleeds where my heart still leads. Just what might have been. In the hush of dawn, by the oak tree shade, where we carved our names, in the bark they stay, rust on the gate, where you wave goodbye, still swing slow neath the endless sky. That gate said nothing as you walked away, just creaked in the wind, like it too felt the fray under wide open heavens, where once dreams flew. Gate said nothing, and I lost you. Gravel roads whisper beneath my boots, echoes of steps chasing lost roots. The porch lights dead in our empty cabin where laughter danced. Now silence has settled in. That gate said nothing as my turned gray, just creaked in the wind, like it too felt betrayed in the twilight of memory, where shadows grew. Gate said nothing, and I lost you. By the fading trail, I stand with ghosts of scarves and saddles, and your sweet toast. Rain taps soft on this lonely brim, mud-stained letters, edges worn thin, and that gate still's nothing as I let you go, just weeps in the rust, where the wild winds blow under skies too wide. In the silence new, gate said nothing, but every creak it's you. Down by the willow creek, where the water whispers low, she wore that flannel shirt, soft and faded aglow. Under the broad oak's arms, we carved our names in jest, promises on the wind, in that haven we'd rest. Flannel shirt closed her eyes as the sunset dyed the skies, her laughter a melody now just echoes in the guise. Old porch creaks alone, where footsteps danced in tune. Every thread of memory under the waning harvest moon. Years swept the gravel roads, and the cabin's now bare. Scarf she left behind, scent of jasmine in the air. The trail's less trodden now, thistles over what was ours. Dust settles on the saddle like the silence between the stars. Flannel shirt closed her eyes as the twilight stole the dice. Her shadow in the doorway, a whisper of goodbye. Old porch creaks alone, with no laughter in its bones. Just a cowboy and his echoes, and a heart turned into stone. There beneath the endless plains where the wild horses roam, I roam too, lost and found in the spaces she called home. With every setting sun I see her face in the skies. A flannel shirt, a closed eye, and a love that never dies. Flannel shirt closed her eyes, and the night sighs her cries. A dance of sparks in the dark, where old love never lies. I'll tread these trails alone, where our wild dreams once flew. In the quiet town of memory, where I'm lost, babe, without you. Out where the oak trees shadow forgotten trails, silhouettes paint the past on gravel, dust, and rails. Underneath the starry skies where once we lay and dreamed, now just echoes bounce round this broken cabin's beam. Starry night echoes carry my whispers to you, each twinkle a reminder of the love that we once knew. My heart's still sitting on that old porch swing, waiting for the wind to bring you back again to me. Long gone the laughter that filled the empty air. Your scarf still lies on the saddle, though you're no longer there. The river sings lonesome as it flows by the ridge. Like my heart, it keeps moving past the broken bridge. Starry night echoes carry my whispers to you, each twinkle a reminder of the love that we once knew. My heart's still sitting on that old porch swing, waiting for the wind to bring you back again to me. Sometimes I think I see you by the willows in the mist, or hear your song in the whispers of the rain's soft kiss. But it's just the wild land and the memories that stay, holding on to shadows as the stars fade to gray. Starry night echoes now, just whispers in the breeze, a chorus of what was and the quiet sighs of trees. Here I am, a lone figure neath the vast endless gleam, holding on to dreams where you still dream with me. Starry night echoes, oh, how they sing of you and me. Out by the creek where the cottonwoods grew, you wove a scarf, the sky was blue. I watched as the shadows danced on your face. Beneath an oak our hearts found grace. The wind whispered through high saddle leather, promised us storms we'd weather together. But the storm said nothing as you walked away. Silence like dust on a long gravel way. I yelled to the wind, begged the rain to explain why the sun set so red and love ends in pain. Years roll like tumbleweeds past this old porch, no shadows cast, where laughter filled these empty halls, now just echoes of boot falls. The cabin stands under twilight's embrace, a monument to your vanishing trace. And the storm says nothing as you walked away. Silence like dust on a long gravel way. I yelled to the wind, begged the rain to explain why the sun set so red and love ends in pain. On a road that's worn under stars that still blink, I ride alone with too much time to think. Neath the cool moody glow of a moon hanging low, I'm learning to forgive what I can't let go. The storm says nothing, but I found my say. Trails fade out, but memories stay. I whisper to the wind, and the rain knows my name. Sunsets still bleed, but I cherish the flame. Yes, the storm says nothing, yet I've learned to pray for peace in the dust where my heart lays. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grew, she laughed under sunsets, painting skies a dusty hue. Her scarf a streak of crimson against the fading light. lingers in my memory like the last whisper of night. Old Porch Creek with secrets as we watch stars align. Her whispers in the wind, forever etched in time. Her goodbye whispers haunt the gravel roads I roam. Echoes of a love now just a ghost in my bones. Each town feels empty, like the cabin we once knew. Underneath the starry sky, her words were my truth. Years have turned like pages in a book worn and read. The oak tree stands alone, the daisy's long since dead. Rain taps on the saddle where she once sat by me. Now it's just a leather throne for dust and memories. The trails we blazed together, now faded, overgrown, left me wandering these hills, a cowboy all alone. Her goodbye whispers haunt the gravel roads I roam. Echoes of a love now just a ghost in my bones. Each town feels empty, like the cabin we once knew. Underneath the starry sky, her words were my truth. Sometimes in the silence, before the dawn breaks anew, I swear I feel her presence in the chill of the dew. Yet every sunrise teaches what I didn't know I'd miss. The warmth of her goodbye, the eternity in her kiss. Her goodbye whispers soft as shadows in the gloam, a melody of heartache, the anthem of my own. As twilight claims the heavens and I settle in the night, her love's a distant echo, a fading trail of light. Underneath the starry sky, where dreams dare not lie, her whispers guide me still on this lonely cowboy ride.
Underneath the ragged oaks, where the scarlet sun dips low, I found her scarf, a whisper of her lavender and rose. Beside the creek where we first kissed, the water's song now slow, it murmurs tales of the girl I loved in a time lost to the shadows. Saddle burns and sunset turns, where did the old love go? Trail winds cold beneath the gold of stars that no longer show. Each gallop away a memory fades, like footprints in the snow. Her laughter haunts these quiet towns, as lonely as the echo.
porch swing sways, a silent ghost. The cabin stands alone. Gravel roads that knew our names, now overgrown with stone. The bed of blooms we once tended, wild winds have overthrown. In the fields of our promises, only dust and whispers moan. The saddle burns and sunset turns. Where did the old love go? Trail winds cold beneath the gold of stars that no longer show. Each gallop away a memory fades, like footprints in the snow. Her laughter haunts these quiet towns, as lonely as they echo. So I ride through the amber fade of every twilight spent, searching horizons for a sign, chasing what she meant. But every passing ridge I cross just deepens the indent of her absence in my saddle, in every trail I've been. Saddle burns and sunset turns. I roam where rivers flow. Their courses change much like the heart in lands that time forgot. Maybe trails end, maybe souls mend in the dust of rodeo, but her memory rides beside me forever in each trial. Underneath the starlit sky, where dreams and rivers meet, I whisper to the winds of west, her name soft and sweet.
Out by the willow, where the creek used to sing, an old wagon lingered, faded by the spring. Oak trees hold secrets of our shade beneath skies, where we carved our names in the bark love implies. Those wagon wheels are still, but oh how they rolled across wildflower fields, under sunsets of gold. Every spoken story, every turn aside, the trail grows cold, but the memories don't die. Porches where laughter danced through the soft rain now stand silent as the prairie's lonely refrain. Your scarf in the breeze, a whisper of the past, where shadows of your smile in the dusty sunset last. Those wagon wheels are still, but oh how they rolled across wildflower fields, under sunsets of gold. Every spoken story, every turn aside, the trail grows cold, but the memories don't die. Under stars I roam, saddle worn and thin. Each night the coyotes call, it sings where you've been.
in the heart of the night, by the fire's faint glow, I realize some trails, dear, are too deep to let go. Those wagon wheels are silent, echo of your laugh fading on gravel roads. Our once chosen path spoke a story. Every turn aside, the trail's gone cold, love, but it never says goodbye.
In the shadow of the oak where the wild rivers bank, I first saw her smile by the old cabin plank. As soft as the breeze in her faded blue dress, under that sky I swore I'd never confess. How the scarves in her hair danced a sweet silent song on a porch where my heart's been lost for so long. Graves sang my joys beneath that cold dusty ground, where our laughter once lived, but it don't make a sound. The stars overhead, they watched as I cried, lost in the winds where my solace has died. Years rolled like thunder through towns built on sand. She drifted away like the dust through my hand. The oak tree's still standing, but the cabin fell through, just like the dreams that I built around you. Gravel roads wind away, but they don't lead me back to the time when my soul wasn't cloaked in this black. Graves sank my joys beneath the cold dusty ground, where our laughter once lived, but it don't make a sound. The stars overhead, they watched as I cried, lost in the range where my solace has died. Now the saddle's worn thin and the trails all but fade, like the memories of kisses under the oak's gentle shade. Maybe pain's just a guess that's overstayed, it's not, but her echo in the valley keeps on riding my plight. Graves sang my joys, but her whisper finds the breeze. In the twilight of the prairie, she still comforts and teases. So wander these lands, a shadow set free, beneath wide open skies that she's no longer here to see. Yet Graves sang my heart, deeper love's never tired, in the wild whispered west where our past keeps admired.